How are y'all doing? I have something that the Lord has given me that I want to share with everyone. Some of you will recognize it from a teaching I did at Refreshing Springs. However, there are things that have been added and changed to it. So if you would just, if you've seen it before, I would ask you to hold out to the end because there are some things that have, like I said, are different. God said in Isaiah 42:9, "Behold, the former things have come to pass, and new things I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." Acts 2:17-21, "And it shall come to pass in the last days, says God, that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy, your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my men servants and on my maid servants I will pour out my spirit in those days, and they shall prophesy. I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned to darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved." Now the passage there of the sun shall be turned to darkness and the moon into blood. We know we've had the blood moons, and that the lunar eclipses for the lunar calendar for the Jewish. We are on the solar calendar, so we have the solar eclipse. I want to look at the last three eclipses that we've had. 2 total eclipses and 1 annular. The 2 total eclipses, the first one August 21st, 2017, and the second April 8th of 2024. They're exactly 6 years, 7 months, and 18 days apart. That is 128 days shy of exactly 7 years. The gematria of 128 is eagles. Psalm 90 verse 10 says, "For it is soon cut off, and we fly away," which is what makes me think of when I think of the eagles at the second eclipse, or the third eclipse, the second total eclipse. Could this be the rapture of the bride? If it were 7 full years, it would be 2,557 days. The gematria of 2,557 is Genesis, which means in the beginning. Could this be the Great Reset, a new era? The first eclipse is the total eclipse of August 21st, 2017. It was 20 days after the final day of Tish B'Av, the 9th of Av, which was from July 27th to August 1st of 2017. And that gematria of 20 is crown, palm, fist, come to pass, occur, or to divide. Why is the 9th of Av so important? There are many, many things that have happened on the 9th of Av. In Jewish culture, it is a day of fasting. It is a day of mourning. The spies returned with a bad report on the 9th of Av in Numbers 14 verses 36-38. It is the day that the Romans plowed over the Temple Mount. The Jews were banished from Spain. They were expelled from England. The first Holocaust killings began in Treblinka on the 9th of Av. Both World War I and World War II began on the 9th of Av. 34 days after the first eclipse, which was September 23rd, 2017, the Revelations 12 sign appeared in the heavens. If you would like to learn more about this, you can look it up on YouTube, or even just Google the Revelation 12 sign or the Great Sign. The gematria of that 34 is to flow in waves, confusion, a dashing as into pieces, Yah presents, or Yah is gracious. Let's look at the second eclipse. It is an annular eclipse. It happened just this past October 14th. It was exactly 8 days after the final day of the Feast of Tabernacles, also known as Sukkot, which ran from September 29th to October 7th. That last day is called the Last Great Day. On that day, Hamas attacked Israel. That was the last great day. The next day, Israel declared war. From October 7th, 2023 to October 14th, the day of the eclipse, is 7 days. The gematria of 7 is completion, perfection, or wholeness. If we look at Genesis, the heavens and earth were completed in 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Genesis 1:1 is composed of 7 Hebrew words and has 28 letters. The number 7 in Revelation, 7 spirits of God, 7 bowls, 7 stars, 7 seals, and it goes on and on and on. There are actually 59 sevens in the revelation of Jesus Christ. 177 days later, we'll have the second total eclipse. The gematria of 177, depression, to cry out, a messenger of God, to work or till, deceit or treachery. For the third eclipse, the total eclipse of April 8th, 2024, will be 15 days after the festival of Purim. Now, the gematria of 15 is glory, majesty, and splendor. For those of you who do not know, Purim is a festival to celebrate the book of Esther, when Queen Esther saves the Jews from annihilation. But it is also the story of the queen Vishti, who does not follow the commands of her king and is replaced by a new queen. 14 days before Passover will be the third eclipse, which is the second total eclipse. If we look at Exodus 12, you will find the story of the Passover. That is when the angel of death passes over and the people of God are spared. Let's look at all 3 eclipses. One from 2017 and 2014. Those 2 are the 2 total eclipses. They form what at first I thought was a Tav, or at first I thought was an X. And I thought, oh great, we're getting X'd out. But upon further inspection, I realized it is the Hebrew letter Tav, which is the picture of a cross. It is the 22nd and last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, which is called the Aleph Bet. It has 3 meanings: truth, sign, and life or death. It has a numerical value of 400. The gematria of 400 is to lament. Now, let's look at 2017, 23, and 24, all 3 eclipses together. Looks like a sideways A, but in actuality, it is the Aleph, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It has 3 meanings: master, teacher, and wondrous. It is a picture of an ox head, the symbol of a strong one or leader. It has a numerical value of 1. The gematria of 1 is the Lord our God. The Lord is one. So let's look. We have the Aleph, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and the Tav, the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the Aleph and the Tav. Isaiah 44:6. I am the first and the last. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the Aleph and the Tav. Luke 21:25 through 28. God tells us, There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and in the stars, and on the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them from fear and the expectation of those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven will be shaken. They will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now, when these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption draws near. Psalm 90:10 tells us the days of our lives are 70 years, and if by reason of strength they are 80 years, yet their boast is only labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and we fly away. Israel was reborn in 1948. The 70-year mark has passed. 2028 will be 80 years as Israel has proven themselves a strong nation. Could it be 2024? 76 years that Israel would have been born. Keep looking to the Word. Keep looking up, for your redemption draws near. God bless you.